Hey you guys, what's poppin'? Hey, hello Miguel, hello No Thank Ya, hello Jenny B, hello Dee Dee Lockett, hello Inaya, hello ID Moore, hello Earn My Keep. What's poppin', you guys? Long time no see. Hello Darshay, Jenny B, what's poppin', y'all? How are y'all doing? What part of the world are you? Hello, Tracy. Hello, G. Taylor. What's poppin'? Hello, Belief 78. What's poppin', y'all? What part of the world are you? Where are you at? I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. From One Gap Tooth Teeth. Yes. When I was early adult, I wanted to change it, but I'm so glad I didn't. Because it's lit over here. We got lemon pepper wings. Yes. Baltimore, Chicago. What's poppin', you guys? Tampa. What's poppin'? Yes. Never try to change your gap. I love my gap. Hello, Mickey Vicky. What's poppin', you guys? All right, so my name is New York. I was like, where's New York at? What's up? My name is Shamir Falk. I'm the founder of Dr. Locks. Dr. Locks is a product line that is formulating. It's a product line formulated for the lock community by a loctician. So nothing, just finished a micro lock right retie. I'm in North Carolina. What's popping? What part of North Carolina are you? I'm from Virginia originally, so y'all are my neighbors. What's up? That's crazy. So, yeah, Dr. Locks has existed for 11 years. And we've been doing our thing. I'm thankful to still be in business. What part of New York are you? What borough, if you are? I love New York, but I used to want to live there, but I do not because I am a country girl. I have to admit it. I'm originally from Massachusetts, but I grew up in Virginia. Hello, Raleigh. But yeah, I am right now. Dr. Locks we've been in business for 11 years now. We make products specifically for the lock community. However, the natural community can use it as well, but I designed it for the lock community. I had locks for 10 years and I've been doing locks for 20 years. Harlem was popping and live in Brooklyn, raised in Queens. Okay. And so I was in New York in May for a graduation. But yes, so I'm here right now. If anyone hasn't ever caught my live, I'm here. I love answering questions about your lock journey. I do that. We have a blog on our website. We answer common questions people always Google. We have I've been blogging for the entirety of the business for 11 years worth of blogs. So some of you guys might have found us on that. Do you miss your locks? I do. And let me tell y'all, I don't explain this a lot to a lot of people, but a lot of people wonder, like, why don't you have your locks anymore? So I had my locks for 10 years, from 1997 to 2007, before there was any Google or internet. And I love my experience. I went from permed hair to lock and then loose natural. So I was curious about having loose natural hair, but I had locks first. So I've been loose natural since 2007. And I've been grooming locks and starting locks forever. And then in 2017, I decided I'm going to start my second set. I had them for about 3 months. I usually don't go and explain to this because, it's kind of deep. But for whatever reason, my body just didn't want to do it. It was very interesting. My friends around me were like, okay, Shamir, you feel weird. I decided to take them down, comb them out. They locked really well. But I just spiritually just didn't sit well with my body and I just stopped. For those of you guys that have cut your locks before, you understand that situation. So not to say I'll never have them again, but it just wasn't for me. So my hair, I just keep my hair natural and it is what it is. And I just am here. It's like a teacher with no kids. So yeah. So I see you guys typing up here. What's up? That's crazy. I feel like a real auntie now. I'm like, what y'all talking about? Let's see. Would you ever come back to locks? I would, but I'm like, as you grow in your spiritual journey, you become a lot more aware, and there's things you can't see that you can't explain. So I will, but it have to make sense to me. So, how many times do you need to wash your dreads, aka locks, a week? So Miguel, that depends on the person. So I have had clients that worked in construction, and they worked with cement. Like, cement starts off like powder, and it'll be in the air, and that stuff started getting into their hair and hardening. So I would ask them to wash their hair more often. I always tell people, treat locks like it's your hair. Some people, not to say this is you, Miguel, but some people think like, I have locks now, I got to do something different. No, if your hair is dirty, wash it, you know? Now here's the thing. If you're in the beginning stages, it may be a little tricky, because if you're in the beginning stages within that first year, your hair's not fully locked, you wash your hair, you're not going to know what's going on, because it's going to look crazy, right? I love that stage. However, you may need some guidance. So if you're in that stage where your hair's not fully locked and it comes undone when you wash it, you might need guidance. Well, if it's up to you. If you prefer your hair to stay neat, stick with a loctician. Schedule them as often as you need to. Me personally, every loctician is going to be different. So this is my platform, and this is what I'm saying. I believe in clean hair. I believe in clean locks. There are going to be some locticians going to tell you, you got to go a year without washing your hair. You're going to go, no. So this is for people that are just starting out their lock journey. I believe in clean hair, and I prefer my clients to get their hair rewashed every month. 6 weeks, 4 weeks, cool. But if you are already locked and your hair is, you passed the first stage and you're in that yummy, juicy stage, well, all of them are yummy, really. It's a personal preference. So when I had locks, I would wash them every week because I was a gym rat. I was in the gym every single day, sometimes twice a day. My hair would get sweaty. So I would never retwist it either. I would retwist it like every 6 weeks or every so often. I didn't really care for groomed locks, but I kept them clean. But generally speaking, my clients get their hair rewashed and retwisted they come like every 6 to 8 weeks. And then here's another thing. You do not actually have to retwist every time you wash. But if you want to wash more than you retwist, I recommend you keeping them separate. If you're not wanting to grow them out in an abstract way, you want to keep them nice and neat, you can wash your hair, but run your fingers through, in and around the locks, because your locks want to be one lock. Always remember that, especially in the back. So run your finger through them and make sure they're separated. There's nothing wrong with washing without retwisting. So Miguel, hopefully that's helpful. Okay. Let's see. No, thank you. You said, what is the best way to avoid and rid hair of debris and buildup? So with that, I always say be very preventative. Okay. Everyone, with the world doing these deep detoxes now, that's not necessary if you are using the right products. So I used to get this question all the time, which is why I have this product line now, which is, all right, Shamir, you're telling me not to use that product, then what should I use? The whole product line, Dr. Locks, is designed. I created them all on my clients' heads 11 years ago for them, but everyone else just kept buying it because I got tired of washing out product buildup. Now, when it comes to product buildup and debris are two different things, okay? Now, when it comes to product buildup, what's the best way to avoid that? Well, pay attention, not trying to be funny, but pay attention to what's going on with your hair. That's why it is beneficial to have someone in your head taking care of your hair. So a lot of times people, and I got there's a lot of people that do their own hair. I did my own locks. But sometimes you don't know what's going on with your hair. So every once in a while, maybe go in and get your hair, looked at. A lot of times when someone has buildup, they don't know. Because what happens, buildup shows up when your hair is wet. Buildup does not typically show up when your hair is dry. So think about this. When someone's doing their own head all the time, they're retwisting. You're not looking at your head while you're washing it. And so you don't know. So then you're thinking the product you're using is bomb. Everything is Gucci until someone does your hair. And it amazes me how I might have a new client come to me and they've had another loctician dealing with their hair, and I'm looking at their hair in a shampoo bowl, and I'm like, why you have this buildup in your hair? And the loctician never told them. Unfortunately, it's a normal thing to have that in their hair. I'll actually say this. Now that locks have become more popular in the past 5-6 years, I have noticed things have gotten better. But back in the day, it was very normal for people to have buildup in their hair, unfortunately. So being preventative, take a look at your hair when it's wet, squeeze your hair, squeeze your locks, take a look at that. Let me see. And it's a psychology thing. So typically people, this is a traditional situation. Someone that starts their locks, they get impatient about their lock journey. They go into the beauty supply store and they ask the person, what can I use for my locks? They go to the lock section, and a lot of the products on the shelves are designed to rush the process or give you the illusion that this is going to lock your hair. Product never locks your hair. Patience or technique. Okay? Products are only going to offer you moisture, a slight holding products only going to give you the illusion that your hair is locking. So you don't want to go ham. So typically people go in, they buy something, they go ham on that product. They use too much of it. And unfortunately, sometimes those ingredients will create a buildup. And then by the time the person, this is what I went through in the 90s, when your hair is finally locked on its own, you did not need that product to lock your hair. Now that product it's creating a texture inside your lock, and now it's starting to burst out of your lock, and that's when you start seeing the buildup. And now those locks right here, now down here, now you're going to a loctician asking, now you're detoxing, doing all these detoxing. So there's nothing wrong with detoxing. It's just that I don't feel like, and I think it is something wrong with just using apple cider vinegar in your hair. That's torture to your hair. Pure apple cider vinegar. No, I don't think we should be going through this every time we wash our hair. I don't see anything wrong with doing a detox once a year, just like you would do with your body. But you should not be doing that every time you wash your hair, because that means it's like insanity. You're using a product that's not to say this is you. No, thank you. No, thank you. But this is what I see. People using a product because they're impatient. They want their hair to hold. And then you go do a detox to take the stuff out. And your hair is like, what we doing? Right? And by the time your hair locks on its own, then now you're trying to wash this stuff out your hair. I have many clients that don't go through this, and I teach and preach patience. Okay? But I'm trying to answer your question. What's the best way to avoid? Be preventative. Have patience. Your hair will lock any type of way. It will lock anyways. Just be patient. The product is here to provide you with a professional hold, moisture, clean hair. That's it. Just be patient. Okay? Or now we have techniques that could speed up the process, but you should not rely on a product to lock your hair. Okay? And when it comes to debris, be careful. When it comes to cotton, that is the vein of the lock community's existence. When it comes to cotton getting stuck on our locks, what I always tell people is be preventative. Pay attention. Have someone take a gander at the back. Typically, is in the back of someone's head. What happens is like your favorite blanket that you have on your couch, your favorite house coat, a sweater. It will be in the back of your head, and if you catch it soon enough, you can stop it. And a lot of times we sweat back here, or we get out the shower, our hair is wet. That house coat is on you, and so if you can catch it soon, then you can stop it. But what happens, people typically are not aware of it because it's in the back of their head. And then and then they switch up, they don't do that thing no more. Now their hair's grown. Now they're picking at the locks. So I don't have any advice when it comes to taking it out. There's ways to take it out, but it's not going to be the best, where some people literally pick it out, but you're destroying the integrity of your locks. Some people color it. That's not really changing it. It's just giving you the illusion that it's not there. Me personally, I'm a one and done type girl, so I would just comb it out and restart the lock if it bothered me. I I probably had cotton in the back of my locks. I really didn't care. I'm very like free flowing, and I honestly feel like the industry has become extremely anal about certain things. But that's everyone is different. But I never saw cotton in my hair, but nor was I looking either. But yeah, just try to be preventative. Take a look at your hair, pay attention, have someone that can assist you, especially when your hair is wet. When your locks are wet, you can see a lot of things in what's going on with your hair, truthfully, in comparison when it's dry. What is the best way to, okay, I got that. Okay. How can we get product knowledge for your hair care line? I would like to recommend your products to my clients, like what's a good shampoo for people who have starter micro locks. Okay, Dee, please DM me. This is exactly where I'm at right now. I just went to talk to a couple of beauty supply stores today. This is where I'm at. I have some goals for next year and this year. Please, I hope you're still on here. I have some goals. So please DM me and let's talk. That's exactly what I will be doing. I'm open to go around. I'm taking note at all the cities that we've been customers have been buying a lot from us, and I'm wanting to actually, first of all, Dee, what city and state are you located? So I want to come. I want to connect with people like you, and anyone else watching. I want to connect with you because that's where I'm at right now. I'm ready to talk and speak up, and I'm excited about product knowledge and stuff. So I've been going through a lot these past 4 years, but I'm now rekindling my love for my business. So second set of locks. Okay. Believe 78. Okay, so the list situation. Okay, yeah. So hopefully what I mentioned about the cotton believe is helpful to you. Doobie-doobie-doo. Okay, no, thank you. Can you also talk about retwisting and tension and breakage? So I'm actually going to be talking about that in a course, and as well as I'll be going to different cities and talking to people in person about how to lock education and stuff like that. Briefly, let me see. Can you talk about retwisting and tension and breakage? Let me just give you this tip. So no thank you. One piece of advice: when you're retwisting, twist and don't move, don't stay in that same place. So when you're retwisting, twist and move away from the scalp. The goal is to keep the lock straight. I don't care who get mad at me. This whole new trend that it's not new, it's ridiculous, but it's a trend on YouTube where people are retwisting. Not to say you do this, retwisting and stay, and they take it and they twist it so much. Oh, it's called a no clip technique. You're twisting to the point where it's coiled up, and the people let it sit for a couple of hours or whatever. I talked about this in a lock group, and they got pissed at me, so I was like, I'm not going to talk to people no more. But what happens over time, that is too much tension on your hair and your scalp, strand by strand. When you see strands popping out, it's like watching grass grow. It happens over time that the lock will break. So you do not want to ever cause or create that much tension on your lock at the root or wherever, especially at the root. So what you're doing, just a tip for you when this comes to retwisting, you want to twist and constantly move away from the scalp and then let it lay down and clip it. All right? So hopefully that's helpful. Okay, cool. Answer all the questions. So yeah, if anyone's watching this, I'm interested in hey Deborah, I'm interested in being in more retail stores. Right now we currently are in 30 plus retail stores around the world, including Switzerland, Montreal, a couple of Caribbean countries, California, Texas, Wisconsin, Chicago, New York, New Jersey, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Texas, Louisiana, and St. Louis. And so, yeah, we are wanting to expand and make it easier for you guys to grab the product, because shipping is driving me crazy. And so this is a new direction for me. This is something I've been trying to do for a while, but I'm finally here. And so Dr. Lux has been going through some revitalization. I've had to cut a lot of people out of my business because of expenses, and it's been trying to just keep the business alive, and including cutting me out. And so, but we've been still here, and I appreciate absolutely every customer that purchases the product, has purchased the product, plans on purchase the product. I appreciate you guys. You guys are making this 43-year-old woman's dreams come true eventually. I'm still in business. I'm doing what I love. So I really, truly appreciate you guys. And if you never even bought it, but you told someone about us, I appreciate that as well. So, but yes, these are some juicy questions. And again, we are looking to be in more beauty supply stores. If you're watching this, I may keep this live up. And you have a favorite beauty supply store in your neighborhood, please let us know who they are. I would reach out to them and also let them know who we are, because that's works best, and that's always been how we work, where retailers are coming to us. We work through Faire.com, and they can just place their order and get the Dr. Lux products on the shelf. So but yeah, if no one else has any questions, I'm gonna get off of this thing. I love y'all so much. These are some juicy questions. But yeah, I hope everyone had a dope day today. I did as well. Any beauty supply stores in the Bronx on Forehand Road, please? No. You know what? I looked today. We actually don't have I think we did have a beauty supply store in New York, but we don't anymore. So I'm a screen. Do you know of one and the name of it? I'm gonna screenshot this. I'm gonna screenshot it and look into that. But if you know a beauty supply store in your neighborhood, DM me the name of it and I'll reach out to them. And then roll up and say, what's up? Where's Dr. Lux? Y'all missing out. I would buy Dr. Lux if you had it in here, you know? They listen to y'all before they listen to me. If I call them, I'm a sales call. But if you're the customer, they'll listen to you more than anything. So, and that helps out me in the product line. So thank you, Tracy. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. And I promise you I'm going to work on it, because New York, y'all are one of our biggest customers. Yes? I'm on live.
Oh.
What you need?
I was going to ask if we could go to the store. I'm sorry.
What kind of store?
Like Kroger?
Okay, yeah. We got to go grocery shopping. Okay. But yes, New York, we are, like, y'all are one of our, it's between Atlanta and New York, and y'all need us there. So I want to find a beauty supply store, a bomb one, and especially Bronx and Brooklyn, really all of the place. I want to have at least 5 beauty supply stores. I've been using your products. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Well, Tracy, we're going to be sending out, hopefully you're on our newsletter. I normally have sent out a survey every year since we started, but I haven't for the past 2 years. But we're sending out a survey pretty soon, because I really love feedback and I really like to hear how it's going. We were not good with our shipping and processes last year. We had a lot of shifts, but we have been amazing when it comes to shipping times recently. I'm so excited and so happy about that. So I'd like to hear, how's it going? Have you got any questions answered? I want to know what's popping. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate anyone else that's watching this has bought our products. I really, really, really appreciate you. As I drive down Utica Ave, aka Little Caribbean, aka All Locks All Day. Yes. Y'all, send the beauty supply store names to me. Send me their name, the name of the business, the city and state, and maybe if they have a contact information, like phone number. I will hit them up. My only complaint in the most recent package was nozzles were defective. Hit us up, Tracy. I'll send you some new nozzles. Because how else can you use the product, right? So hit me up. Send an email, actually, to customer service at Dr. Locks. Okay? And because sometimes things get lost in the sauce when it comes to social media. But send an email. It's on our website as well. And just tell us the nozzles, that's a no-no. Okay? Because I won't want you to buy the product, you can't use it. That kind of sucks. But thank you for telling me. And that's the thing, you guys, like, any business, any person in business, you cannot be successful if you don't hear all the stuff that don't feel good. I love good stuff, but then also I want to know the not so good stuff so we can correct it. And when you are working in working with a small business and your customer, give them the benefit to share that feedback with them so they can grow from it and make it better. Because unfortunately, being in business, in this business for 11 years, been being in other businesses, having other businesses, unfortunately, some people have a mentality where the business is trying to do them wrong and there's no sense of talking to them. Give them an opportunity to mess up or make it better, you know? So, it's enough of that tangent. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate you. I really do. There's so many places in Brooklyn alone. I can only imagine. I'm going to do some research tonight. I'm going to go online. I had an interesting day today. The first beauty supply store I went to, it was an Asian-owned. Hey, I let people treat me how they're going to treat me. So I don't know what, I'm not going to say all Asian people are the same way, but this particular store they were very ignorant, and I wasn't shocked, but I was like, hey, I rolled up, and they obviously don't work with my kind, or the lady spoke English, but then when I asked her about product, placement, and then she didn't speak English no more, and then she didn't know nothing, and she's an employee, but she was the owner. Anywho, but during that interaction, I met somebody that was in the store that owned a beauty supply store in New York that gave me a list of distributors that I wrote them down, and I thank God for something like that. So stuff happens the way it's supposed to. It's all good. I got the information I needed from someone else in someone else's place. So I was very thankful. So it's unfortunate. The funny thing is, I'll end up in her store because I'll be in a distributor, and then she's going to have my shit in her store. So, so crazy, people. But yes. All right, you guys. I'm about to go grocery shopping. I love you guys. Lots of Asian-owned places in New York. Happy to give you zip codes. Please DM me. I will, we can have a conversation. I appreciate you. No, thank you. And no, thank you. What's your name? And then Tracy. Thank you guys. Because New York is weird. I would love to have like 10 beauty supply stores that we're in there. Because you guys have a lot of upteen amount of beauty supplies. So I already know. And so, and then I have the distributors that I'm going to be contacting per that guy. That was great. Today was fucking awesome. I hope you guys had a dope day too. So, but yes. Coming out my shell. This has been a hard 3-4 years for me in business. Very, very hard. A lot of hard conversations. A lot of hard decisions. I moved out of my big warehouse into a small space, which I love, which is way better. Please check on your friends that have businesses, because we are not okay. I'm okay now, but it's been very complicated, very hard. A lot of people complain about the increasing on pricing, but those of us that make our own product, we have to buy the ingredients that have gone up, and then people expect us to keep the same price. How can you be in business? Those of us that are still in business had margins that allowed us to keep the lights on. There's a lot more people that are customers than business owners. So that's why a lot of people don't understand what's going on in the industry, in the economy. I don't know where it started, but I know what's going on now. So give people grace when they have to increase their pricing, because they're having to increase their pricing because of the thing they're having to spend more. Like, for instance, like a drum of an oil that I buy, it used to be $800, but now it's $1,500. Twice as much. And you don't want to downgrade on the integrity of your business, and a downgrade on the quality of your ingredients, So just do some research, about these companies you're trying to support and make sure their integrity. I could say a lot, but all I'll say is I appreciate everyone that is still supporting Dr. Locks. We have nothing but greatness around us in our village, in Dr. Locks village. We Gucci over here. So every time I go live, it's nothing but love. So I appreciate you guys. So, and I do, Tracy, and I didn't catch your name. No, thank you. I didn't get your name. I do plan on traveling up there. I will be doing a tour finally. I'm very excited. So more information coming, but I really appreciate y'all, and I'm going to be coming and providing product knowledge. So hopefully the first woman I spoke to, she does send that information, because I do want to. Matter of fact, let me screenshot it. I want to meet you. What was your name? Dee Dee. I'm going to contact you. So I'm excited. Thank you. Hey, Bianca. All right, you guys, I'm about to roll out and start my evening. I love you guys so much. Love you. Talk to you later.